You want to know what busy is? Busy isn't success. Busy is a lack of priority. I'm going from Seattle to San Francisco this morning from the CreativeLive offices up here to the CreativeLive studios down there in San Francisco. And anyway, I make this trip. What's going on with my exposure? I have a pretty tight program in the morning. I hit a cup of coffee, Uber. So I imagine I'm going to be the last person on the plane, which is boarding some time ago now. I don't have my watch, but and I'm also suspicious that it will be delayed because I saw it's raining in San Francisco. So
yeah, is it Sue? Is that what your name is? I forget.
No, D'Souza.
D'Souza,
I have
that's
seen you
right.
one time when they put
only
on the,
one time? How about a million times?
on the TV on the logo.
Oh, you saw me on local TV. Oh, okay. Well, tell the people at home what's happening with our flight.
Oh, sorry, we're having some air traffic control on our flight to San Francisco.
Aha. All right. Well, you are like literally one of the very top agents in Seattle. Anytime I'm in line and I see you, I cut in your line. So, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
High five.
Bye.
Bye.
all right, official. We are delayed, so I'm heading back to the lounge to do a little work.
Good to meet you,
Pleasure.
man.
Thanks for saying hi. What was your name? What do you do?
Ivan Carmichael. I help entrepreneurs. I have a popular YouTube channel, almost 200,000 subscribers. Basically, wisdom, advice for entrepreneurs who are trying to grow their business.
Sweet. I'm vlogging today, so I'll make sure you're in the vlog.
I love it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for saying hi, man. Appreciate it. Just got off the plane in San Francisco, and it is 12:15, which is 3 hours later than it was supposed to be. And I just got to text my friend Alex, who is here at the airport, and he's going to go to CreativeLive. All right, then. Let's go look for Alex. What's up, buddy? Home of CreativeLive. All right, so it's 5 o'clock, 5:14, scratch that, 5:14. And so I just literally have not had a spare minute outside of using the restroom. It's just been meeting after meeting after meeting, which sometimes meetings are good. And it made me want to give you guys a little insight into how I plan my day. And I told you guys early on that CJ Raw could be a number of things. And this actually is a follow-up to a thing that was very, very successful, a CJ Raw episode, where I talked about my morning routine. Let's put that thing here somewhere. And you all said that was really, really valuable, and I'm militant about it, and I'm freakish about it, and I realize that you can't always protect your mornings, but I gave some helpful tips of why I do that. And now, there was so much positive feedback that this made me want to do another video about it, but it's not actually just about morning routines. It is about how I structure my day. So I'm going to talk about three things, and the top of the hour is called strategic renewal. And what strategic renewal says is that you can actually, if you work in blocks of time, you can actually get a lot more done with less hours actually working, because you can actually make more hours in the day happen, but you can have more energy and more rigor and focus for the time that you have actually allocated to work. So how do I do this? This is thing two. So that's what it is. And thing two is I carve my entire day up into 90-minute blocks. The 90-minute block is the fundamental building block to my day. But that's also, there's another piece to that, which is number three, and I'm going to go back and sort of get into details about each of these things. The details go into the blocks. So let's talk about this, for example. If I have on any given day, I break my day into 90-minute chunks, and I get a little bit of space. I try and carve out 30 minutes in between these 90-minute chunks. So what do I do in the 90-minute chunks? I work my ass off. I try and stay militantly focused. What do I do in the 30-minute chunks? I get up, I walk around. That's when I eat. That's when I go outside and smell fresh air.
And that's when I call my wife and say, hi, honey, I hope you know that everything's awesome and I love you very much. That's a good thing to do, by the way. I'm banking that you have a list of shit to do that's like a mile long. These are all things to do. And they range from, call Tony to I need to have that meeting with Mac, and Sally, I need to do a review with Sally, and then this is planning the photo shoot, this is meeting with the producers. These are all, this is a list of shit that's a mile long. And then on this side, this is like how I talk about my day. So for example, that's my morning 90-minute chunk. I told you I had 90-minute chunks, and I've got these little 30-minute blocks in there. The best and most important thinking happens on a very strategic level, and in order to get there, you need big chunks of time to do that work. That is what a 90-minute block is for. And if I need to solve problems, or I need to go into that special creative headspace, that's the minimum amount of time that I'll book out for myself to solve some hardcore creative problems. But the key to this stuff is that I will also schedule, I will fill one of these 90-minute blocks, not strategically, with a bunch of the tactical stuff that needs to get done. And these are meetings and phone calls and things that tend to take away. These are your big dreams. These are your goals in life, big goals, life. And this is like the stuff that prevents you from actually attacking your big goals and living your life and prioritizing the things. This is like the most important stuff you can do every day. I try and do that first after my very protected morning routine. So now I'm going like, how do I get these details into the blocks? Because this is a total mess of shit. And here's how I do it. I think about, okay, let's say this is a phone call, this is a phone call, this is a phone call, and this is a phone call. I look at those phone calls and I say, how long do I want to spend talking to Larry, Sally, Todd, and Stacy? And I'm like, this is like a 5-minute deal. This is probably 15. All right, cool. Let's just allocate 30 minutes for phone calls. So phone, I'm going to move all these things into the phone, and I want to spend 30 minutes doing that. Let's say these are all meetings. This is a meeting with Mac. This is a meeting with NASA. This is a meeting with Megan. So I've got, all right, there's 4 meetings. So they each need to be, actually these 2 are 15 minutes and these 2 are 30. So, okay, 30, 60, we got 90 minutes there. I got 90 minutes for meetings. And those are the people I'm meeting with. And you can, maybe this one is errands. I got 3 errands. And then I take these things that used to be just a big messy list of shit, and now I've clumped them into, I think this technique is actually called, in the world of productivity nerd shit, it's called clumping. But I take these things and now I allocate them into these spaces. This is, 30 minutes of phone calls. This is 90 minutes of meetings. And I will actually schedule it. Say this is from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I will write in here, in this 30 minutes, I'm going to call these 3 people. In this 30-minute slot, I'm going to meet with Mac, and I'm going to meet with Megan, and I'm going to meet with NASA. And it's actually booked and counted in there. Again, now I got all my messy stuff done, and I can go back to the big creative thinking. And sometimes I'll even, chunk this into 2. I'll put 2 of those things together, 2 of those big strategic chunks, into one big ass chunk of 3 hours. And again, that might be sort of vision road mapping, or what I'm trying to change the website, or that's where that stuff goes. And definitely don't forget to get some snacks, have a couple of almonds and take a whiz in that 30-minute slot there. So again, being busy, as I said in the top in the cold open, being busy is not a sign of success. Being busy is a lack of priority. And by busy, I mean like crazy, like, oh my God, I'm so busy. That's the lamest thing. Hey, how's it going? What's on? I'm so busy. That is lame. Can we stop that as a culture, celebrating being stupid busy? I like to work hard. I start early in the morning and I work till late at night. I try and have some friend time in there, but I'm very, very focused. Busy not without a plan. Busy with a plan is so much better. So in summary, 90-minute blocks. I fit my list of details into these 90-minute blocks. I take some breathers in there, and it's this sort of strategic renewal, these chunks of time on and off, that actually help me get all of the shit done that you've seen, and hopefully maybe one of the reasons you've been following me, because I will crush, I will do the work. Here's a confession, Alex and I, we're gonna go to Chris Burkhart's thing, and then
We looked at the map.
and it's all the way across San Francisco. It's only 5 miles, but it's like takes 40 minutes to get there. So we love you, Chris, we love your work. Maybe you'll come hang out with us tomorrow. Instead, we'll go do something else.
You can have it if you want it. It's gratis, it's for free. There ain't no strings attached, no, there ain't no catch. Take my love, take me.